Okay, jazz fans. Rob McConnell. Pretty good for a Canadian. Actually, he's pretty good no matter where he's from. He started his career as a studio musician in Toronto and got his start at the same time as another fellow Canadian, Maynard Ferguson. His band that he's most associated with is called the Boss Brass, and it's a unique institution, I guess is a good word for it. When they started out, they didn't have saxophones. It was just rhythm section, trombones, and trumpets. And his particular trombone is a valve trombone. He could play the slide trombone, but he preferred the valve trombone. So most of the stuff you hear from him is that. There were quite a number of high level players that played in the Boss Brass. That went on to their own famous careers. This trumpet player named Guido Basso. He's amazing. You'll hear a little bit of him. As I mentioned earlier, the Boss Brass started in 1968. Before that, he worked as a studio player, mostly in and around Toronto. In the late 80s, he taught for 1 year at the Dick Grove School of Music, which is not a brick and mortar school. It's like mostly a group of people that travels around and gives lessons. But it's it's a school of thought more than anything else. But the Dick Grove School of Music has pretty illustrious alumni. The tune that we're going to listen to today, T.O., Toronto, Ontario, is one of their biggest hits. When they started in the late 60s, early 70s, most of the tunes that they played were jazz band arrangements of pop music, which was kind of a kitschy thing. Over the course of his career, the Boss Brass won 3 Grammy Awards, and that's a pretty big deal. So let us now take a listen to T.O. Okay, so that's some Rob McConnell and the Boss Brass. Pretty fun stuff, if you ask me. Okay, next week we're going to look at another very interesting trombone player. This guy, New Yorker, plays for the Saturday Night Live band. That's been his steady gig for 30-something years. He also plays seashells. We'll talk about Steve Turre next time. See you then. Bye-bye.